Greetings to you all. How have you been? How's your Saturday? I hope you are doing fabulous. This is our My Africa show, and now we are on our coffee time segment. This week, we're going to have a conversation with Professor in Management and also a Dean in Dubai Business School. Professor Washika is here to have an amazing conversation with us with further partnership and also other interesting topics. Thank you so much for your time. And should I say good afternoon, good evening, or good morning?
It's good afternoon here for us. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you about, our partnership and the good things happening here in Dubai.
Tell us about yourself. Who is Professor Washika?
All right, so Washika Haksahim is my name. I'm a professor in management and currently the Dean of Dubai Business School. I got into this office 2022, and it's the first couple of 2 years were quite challenging, being at an office as a dean, getting the Dubai Business School completely revamped, and today we are doing things very differently than a couple of years ago. And this is in spirit of Dubai's very fast pacing strategy and vision and development. To me as a person, I spent my entire life in Germany, completely educated in Germany. I worked for the half part of my life for the industry. I was working for Lufthansa Technical Services in different regions, in different capacities, and then moved to academia 2009 once I obtained my PhD. Since then, I spent most of my time in academia in Dubai, went for a couple of years to the UK, worked at Henley Business School at the University of Reading, and then returned in full capacity to Dubai after COVID-19. So I think it's the perfect combination or blend between academia and industry. And this is the reason why I understand how industry works and can bring the lessons to the business school and back from the business schools to industry as well. So one of my main focus points is to create a stronger link between the Dubai Business School and the industry we're serving. Locally, meaning Dubai, regionally, the MENA region as well, and then wider as well, including the African context and continent, because I have true faith in the development of the African, in particular, sub-Saharan African context. I have been to South Africa many, many times. The last time a year ago, attending a conference of business schools from the sub-Saharan African context. And I was amazed to see the level of development and the appetite and hunger for advancing the ways of how business education is designed, developed, and delivered. So this is something which I have always in my mind. How can we establish a closer connection to a continent which is so young, so underexplored still, but yet we know this is the continent of the future. So that's me a little bit about me. I spent a lot of years here in Dubai. I can proudly call Dubai as my home, and wherever I am in the world, once landing in Dubai, I feel, yes, I'm home now. So that's a bit about me.
Wow. So have you ever been to Ethiopia?
Not yet. I was just talking today to my colleague. I said the next stop would be Ethiopia. I would like to explore a little bit further, Ethiopia. I learned a lot about Senegal, for example, Tanzania, Nigeria, Kenya. So this is something what we have in mind, and we will definitely pay more attention and put more effort into exploring collaborations in Ethiopia, of course, as well. I have colleagues at the moment, it's one colleague from Ethiopia, and we have wonderful students from Ethiopia as well.
You should, because there's also this partnership that will connect Dubai and Ethiopia, that we are partnering with different organizations, including University of Dubai and also Arts TV with other potential partners. We'll be talking about that. So as a Dean of Dubai Business School, tell us about the activities that happens in this campus. At the same time, at the University of Dubai, what should our audience know about this university?
Great. Thank you. I mean, University or Dubai Business School. Let me start with Dubai Business School as part of the University of Dubai. And University of Dubai was established by Dubai Chambers. And the initial idea was, and this is very much alive up today, was how can we serve the growing needs of the industry in Dubai or in the wider UAE, because Dubai is one emirate among seven. And this was the initial idea. So that's where we are coming from. And still, Dubai Chambers is the single owner of the University of Dubai and our mother organization as well. And then College of IT joined us a little bit later. 2014, we moved to a new campus. It's a beautiful campus in the middle of the desert, but an absolute modern campus. It's a net zero emission campus, the first one in the region and the second one in the world. It means that we have our own solar farms, for example. We generate our own electricity. We use robotics for cleaning, so we are more water conscious. We reduce paper usage to almost zero. When you come to our offices, you will, for example, see there are no bins for paper and trash. So we really want to create an awareness that which is environmental friendly, and water usage is reduced to minimum as well. That's about the environmental awareness and consciousness among the University of Dubai. In terms of well-being, for example, our president, Dr. Isa Al-Bastaki, introduced a few years ago, walk at work. It means every day at 1 o'clock, every colleague is encouraged, and not only colleagues, students as well. There are no classes around this time for to walk half an hour. The reason is, again, once you're sitting all the day in the middle of the day, if you have a chance, there are no meetings, no classes, and you can walk for half an hour, bump into colleagues, the senior leadership or students. That's create a really nice atmosphere as well. And you can see a lot of people walking, giving the temperatures right now in Dubai inside, but in winter you can do that outside as well. Now, and later, once we moved to this new campus, there is a new college created. It's College of Engineering. IT joined them. So today it's called College of Engineering and IT. They do fantastic work around, they work, for example, with the Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Center, Space Center. They have research labs there as well. There is a cybersecurity lab and so on. And the latest member of the family joined us again a little bit later, but a few years ago. This is the College of Law. In the College of Law, we offer an LLB and LLM. Now, Dubai Business School, as I said earlier, when I came to the business school, it was a very different place as it is today. With me joined a new team of directors as well. And we changed the programs, for example. We initiated new partnerships. We introduced online teaching and learning. So we made changes really across the portfolio. And what we added as well, looking into the very rapid changes in the industry as well. We introduced, for example, micro-credentials. Micro-credentials are smaller blocks of micro-learning, stackable. They can lead into a degree program out. They don't need to. So micro-credentials is part of it. And we do whatever we do, we always look for partners. So I feel we don't need to reinvent the wheel. If there is somebody who's already familiar in it and competent enough, and we can contribute something to the table and they can contribute. Our latest collaboration is, for example, with Porto Business School. There is a global MBA program in AI, ranked in Financial Times #8 in the world. Going to launch it in January, is having a dual degree with Porto Business School on a program which is called Global MBA in AI. And this is always what we do with a very keen eye into the future. What is the future? What do we need? What do our stakeholders want us to do? And obviously very close alignment to the government agenda for the UAE and for Dubai specifically. So that's a bit about us.
Perfect. So I think now you've mentioned something very interesting, which is about AI. And I feel like at the 21st century, we cannot run away from the concept of AI. And it's basically becoming part of our daily life. So how is the AI affecting the educational system, more specifically when it comes to the business education, how can we further incorporate AI in that sense, and also how to be part of that big evolution that's happening?
Wonderful question, a very relevant and timely question. Last Friday, I had a meeting of 4 hours, a call with my colleagues from the ACSB network. ACSB is a large American accreditation body. Only around 6% of the business schools worldwide are accredited by ACSB. And this was exactly the question, among others as well. Do we need to reconsider the ways of how we evaluate, for example, business education as well? Indeed, we need to. So it's still is a dean of a business school and being in touch with so many of my colleagues across the globe. It is, I can see it and I can feel it that we are still chasing the industry. The industry is moving very, very fast, and we are trying to catch up. Obviously, the changes in technology, basically the ways of how technology is advancing on a daily basis, is impacting the ways of how we educate as well, because our goal is to graduate students, young people, they are competent and confident to join either the workforce or to start up their own businesses. So that's a key KPI for us as well. And what we did so far is we partnered up, for example, with the University of Denver. We are offering another module in digital leadership, and for us it's essential that we teach it in a way. We're in a business school, we are not IT, we're not engineers, and we don't really understand how this works in other disciplines. But for us, it's more important, how can I make better decisions, for example, using AI? How can I be a better leader by using AI? With University of Denver, digital leadership brings the elements we need into our portfolio as well. Porto Business School, something similar, AI for managers, for future leaders and managers. I mean, it's not just the ways of how we teach. Another important point would be probably we use AI for curriculum development. Previously, we needed roughly, a faculty member would need 90 hours to develop the outline of a course, a syllabus. Today, we reduced it with the use of AI, customized AI bots. We reduced it to 16 hours. This is a huge achievement in terms of efficiency and resource allocation. And it's, the ways of how we design a curriculum, the ways of how we develop it, the ways how we deliver it, and even afterwards, being in touch with our graduates. For all of these, we started already to use AI, and I believe we are still at the very early stage. AI is like internet. When internet was introduced, this was something everybody jumped on it, but nobody really understood, and the beginning of how it is going to work out for different people in different positions and regions. But AI is going definitely to stay, and we are in no position to neglect it. For us, it's the adaptation of AI technologies, and it's not just AI. I would call it smart technologies or disruptive technologies entering the world, and we have to pick it up and see how is AI or any sort of technology using the ways of how we teach, and how is AI changing the learning experiences of our students as well.
Perfect. So the next question that I have for you is about, it's more personal for me, and I love to see women in leadership, frankly speaking. And you are part of, you're in the top management, and you are in the management at the same time you're in the academia, which is so interesting and so fascinating for me as a woman. So what do you think is the major challenge that women face when it comes to balancing the management and being in the academia and the personal life, and how do you personally advise women to navigate through them?
Right. I mean, for women in leadership positions is still sometimes a struggle as well. We know, balancing family and work responsibilities. It's still a common, challenge we face as women as well. But for me specifically, moving to Dubai, I moved from Germany to Dubai, and I worked previously in different parts of the world, but on time limited contracts and so on. But moving to Dubai, and I really thought about it. Is it, and I was asked by my friends, family, and colleagues, is it really the wise step to move to the Middle East? And I must say, the experiences I made so far, and this was 2009 with the break I had in between when I was in the UK, but uh, it has been a very rewarding journey. Obviously, you need proper time management, and you need to figure out how are you going to structure and plan your life and work around your responsibilities as well. The good thing about academia is that it still provides more freedom and flexibility. Obviously, it comes at a price, but nonetheless, I don't have people in academia in general don't have fixed working
Mm.
hours, for example. This is helping. On the other hand, it's the yes, the flexibility that you can schedule your days based on the work schedule as well. I believe it is all doable, but it comes to a point where you need to plan ahead, and you need to be at the one side is the planning, on the other hand is the flexibility as well. If something doesn't work out, it's okay.
Mm.
Sometimes when I talk to my colleagues here as well, I'm always referring, we're not surgeons and nobody will die on our tables if something doesn't work out. So it's the feeling or the conscious that even if it is not working the ways of how I wanted it 100%, it's still okay. You try and you fix it as we go. And this is something which served me personally very well.
All right, so the next question will lead us to a very critical question that we need to ask at this moment, I believe. As a recent graduate, I find it really shocking to see that the actual thing that you learn in campus and when you go out and face the reality is totally different. And sometimes you need more than the technical skills that the universities teach you. So, because I know you can say a lot of things regarding this, and I want you to tell us the qualities that the next generation in the business sector, at the same time, in general, students should have besides having some technical skills. How can they be more competitive in the market?
All right. I think for the technical skills, they don't need to come to us, because knowledge is available, education is available. They don't really need to come. We can't teach them really how ChatGPT, for example, works. Most often, these kids, they know it better than us. I believe the university is still a place which is needed, a space which is needed, because as a human being, we need time to grow as a person as well, as a human being as well. We need to learn. For example, when I see first year students and compare them to the graduates, there is a huge difference, not in terms of the technical competency and the technical knowledge they gain, and more in a sense who they have become. For us, for me, it's, for example, very important. My first degree is in psychology, so it's more about the behavioral sciences, human behavior, integrity, responsible management, or responsibility as well. How do we communicate with each other? How do we solve problems and challenges and in the workplace, for example? So it's more about the social competencies, what you can only learn while living and spending time in a community as well. And this is
Mm.
very different than schools. In school, it's a very structured way of letting these kids to go through their journey in schools. But once they come to the university, we are closer to the market as well, to the employment market. We give them more freedom, but at the same time, they should be able to manage their time. they're more self-dependent. So for me, it's more the social skills, which we and the social skills, critical thinking, for example. So it's critical thinking, responsible management, and the social skills you need in a workplace to survive as a human being.
That is absolutely true. I believe we need to have that kind of mentorship, especially when students have the right mentor to guide them through their campus life, not only in their when it comes to their studies, but also in their different part of their life. Then that's how you get to have a successful students graduating from the campus. So that being said, in the beginning of our conversation, I asked you, have you ever been to Ethiopia? And you said no. And we talked about this partnership that will happen and that will further tighten the relationship that Dubai and Ethiopia have as a country, and also the country people living in those two beautiful countries. So this partnership will be the next topic that we'll be talking about. Is happening between Arts TV, Dubai Business School, and then from the fintech we have Arif Pay, and from the real estate we have August Real Estate, People to People, and this is just going to be like, I guess, the power partnership because it's every single organization from different part of the industry is going to be part of this event. So what do you think is going to be the impact of this partnership? And I want to know your reflection on this particular partnership.
I mean, again, I can only speak in as the dean of the business school, and the economic and social and cultural implications as well. And I believe, again, I have true faith in what is going on in the African continent. So I believe culturally, it opened doors for an exchange, for better learning about each other as well, and from each other. Economically, with RFPay, I know that there is a lot of really good effort going into advancing technologies and finance. Fintech is a major topic here in Dubai, in fact. So we could, when you look at the Dubai strategic agenda, there are certain industries of importance, and this is technology, finance technology. This is the people side of it as well. And then when we think about, I was just talking to my colleagues over the weekend, to Times Education, in fact, about sports, media, and how this is a topic which is fairly underdeveloped and underexplored in the business education sector here. So I believe it would open doors for further conversations. And when we talk to each other, we learn about each other as well, and we learn from each other. And this will have definitely implications on the ways of how we, make certain decisions, irrespective of the industry.
Absolutely, I agree. And I feel like we need to have partnerships with the right partner so that we can achieve what we want. At this point, we need to understand that nothing is achievable by ourselves. So that is so true, and I can't wait for it to happen. The next question that I have for you is about the 17th Biennial Conference on International Human Resource Management Conference, which is going to be happening from October 28 to 30. 2 days conference. So tell us about this conference. What is the idea behind it, and how can potential partners be part of this conference?
It's about obviously global cities, the development and global cities, and Dubai is one of the top global cities in the world. And then there are topics around AI, the future of work, about mobility, and government work. So it's a really wide spectrum of topics which we thought through very carefully and then put together. This year is a difference as well. In the previous years, only one institution was hosting it, but I thought we are part of a larger consortium here in the UAE, working with fantastic people and a funding body as well. And I thought, why not to broaden it up? So this year we partnered up with two additional institutions in the UAE, one in Dubai, one in Abu Dhabi, and we're going to co-host this conference. And even the structure of the conference is different than the typical academic conference. So the aim is here really to bring different stakeholders to the same table and panels, for example. These are industry leaders, government leaders, and academia as well. And I really believe once we bring the different perspectives together, we can come up probably with some new solutions of how certain challenges, for example, the future of work, the challenges associated with AI and human interaction, how this is going to evolve over time and what solutions we can offer based on the different perspectives. So that's the conference. I'm very proud to say we managed to get the conference to Dubai. It's from the 28th till 30th of October. Submission deadlines, we extended it one more time because of the request coming in. It's here in the beautiful city in Dubai, not very far from Ethiopia and other countries in Africa. So we would appreciate and we would be delighted to receive more submissions, more interest from the African continent.
Let's now talk about African students, specifically Ethiopian students. You mentioned earlier saying that you have only one Ethiopian colleague, but there are multiple Ethiopian students at your campus. So, and lucky enough, I had this conversation with Dr. Ganano about Ethiopian students, their status, their activities at the campus, and I was so fascinated. But I want us to talk about it even more, the status and the activities that African students, specifically Ethiopian students, have in the campus. And yeah, as a dean, what is it that you have to say about it? Okay, so as we are wrapping up our stay, I want to ask you this question because for sure I know our audience are going to ask this question. For sure there are different scholarship programs that are released by the campus, by the University of Dubai, at the same time Dubai Business School. So how can students apply? What is the information that is out there, or how can they follow up and be updated? Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Right. So for the scholarships, it's mainly our admission team. They are the right people to approach. I know that our website has a brochure and some other additional information on scholarships. And there is always, the possibility to reach out to, I would always say the admission team is the first and best team to contact. But if there is a particular interest in one of our programs, for example, at Dubai Business School, then to reach out to me or to the program directors or to the administration team at the Dubai Business School, and then we could take it from there and try to explore further possibilities.
Lovely. So I hope our audience already know what is expected from them to be part of this campus. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your time. It means a lot to have you on our show. But lastly, if there's anything that you would love to say, I would love to give you the chance and we can conclude.
Thank you very much. No, I truly enjoyed our conversation. Thank you. I mean, having the United Arab Emirates, Dubai specifically, connected to Ethiopia and to the wider African continent, I think it's the right and important step to do. There is so much we can do with each other, learn from each other, and then hopefully finally our aim is to help and support graduates to be prepared for the future, whatever forms and shape it comes. So thank you very much. I look forward picking up on our conversations and to really see where we are getting to. Thank you.
Same here. Thank you so much and have a lovely week. Have a productive day. Thank you again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.